Okay. I think we should be in a good place. See if anybody shows up. No idea if people will, but we will not know unless if we try. So, I do love this live setup. This is nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw this over onto YouTube. Not YouTube. We gotta throw it over on Facebook. That's what we want. See if anybody's in here. What's up, Devlin? How's it going? Let's see here. Trying to find my link. Where are you? Give me the link. Aha! I found it. Copy. Go to Facebook. Not that one. My actual personal Facebook. Mr. Pie, the house is, it's funny because it's actually, I mean, it is different. Eric is gone, but I kind of had some moments of, you know, like whenever he would be at Meg's, like with like different weekends and stuff, when it would happen, when this is kind of just like a, you know, an elongated weekend, it feels like. So it's been really nice. I won't lie. Being able to just like focus and, you know, because it's one of those that when Eric and I are in the same house, we're very creative together. So we always do our thing. My mic's a bit low. How about that? Is that better? Looks like it's showing up a bit more. But no, it's nice just because, you know, like whenever we are away from each other, that's really our time to kind of like rest on Riker Road. So a lot better. Sweet. Thank you. So yeah, but really what I've been working on is getting scary stories done. So Mom is here. Mom, I gotta make you a moderator. I don't know if I can do that from here. Can I? Oh, I gotta wait for it to move up a little bit. Let's see. Hold on. Man, somebody else say something. There we go. Add as moderator. Let's see. Okay. Okay, there we go. Mom, you are now a moderator. You got power all over the place, so. But yeah, so I got done editing the new scary story yesterday that is live. So that is don't use cheat codes on a Ouija board. That one was a lot of fun and very, very different from what I'm used to with a Ouija board story. So it was cool to kind of throw that on there and have some fun with it. So the next one, I kind of got like halfway into editing it and I'm just not feeling it. So I have nothing prepared. Just do you, Mom. That's all that matters. But no, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I kind of, I don't know if it's even the voiceover needs redone. I think it's just that it just wasn't as good of a story as I thought it was going to be. Because sometimes you can make stories happen and, you know, it's like, oh, once you hear the voiceover, once you hear the music and you kind of have some sections, you're like, oh, this sounds really good. And I'm just not excited about this next one. So, but yeah, let's see. I can't, this icon gets in the way and I can't read these things. So hold on a second. Cause I'm trying to read Devlin's comment, but I can't because it's like in the way. Let's see. Pop out chat. Let's try that. There we go. That's much better. I'm not sure if I seen that you did. You drop. Did you drop that before your trip? No, I dropped it after. It literally dropped yesterday. I actually couldn't do any work on my trip because my effects that I use for vocal processing, this is the second time that they've done it. They processed my payment and then pulled my license, so I couldn't use any of my effects. So I had to fiddle with that while I was there. And by the time that it finally got back into motion, I was getting ready to leave. So I didn't get any work done while I was there, but it was a great vacation. I got to hang with Crystal and just have my girl time, so it was much needed. So, but yeah, so I'm very excited to do more and to try to find some stuff that I really feel good about. I've got a story called The Night Cyclist, which I was going to have Rager do, but just with how I was putting it together, I wanted to be sure I had had a female to do the other part of the person that he's talking to, and it didn't work out. So I was like, you know what? I'm probably just gonna just end up just doing the whole thing myself and just do another scary story that way. But Rager and Ron both have expressed interest into loving to be in a scary story, and I'm sure that Luke will be helping me out as well too. So we're going to have some pretty cool stuff that should be heading your way, assuming that we can get it all done. So, but yeah, Mom, it is a new chapter, and it's one of those that, you know, I find myself just more and more just missing my girl, and just, you know, I want her here, and, you know, just making sure that, you know, going about that properly. I will actually be moving this studio up into the new open space that Eric and Eric and Chandler lived. I'm turning into Mom and Dad and everybody else, but I plan on utilizing that space, so that should be a lot of fun. I really want that to be like a space where people can come over and they can actually sit down in the studio, much like what we have with the Riker studio. So I'm ready to make it happen, but I also gotta like measure it out, get things prepped, and do everything. So Brian says new chapters can be daunting for sure, but you all seem to be doing it right. We try. I mean, it's, you know, like Eric and I have had no idea what we've been doing the whole time we've been doing YouTube. We basically have just been guessing and just throwing stuff out there. So it's nice to, you know, just see that people are like, you know, still enjoying what we do, and that, you know, it's like the Rob Zombie thing where I'm kind of like, fooled them again, you know, where it's like they think we know what we're doing and we don't. So, but we're just trying new stuff. We're just gonna keep doing our thing, and, you know, keep plowing forward. So it's been an interesting day. We had a bit of some trouble today recording reactions. Thankfully, it wasn't a music one. We had one that basically just didn't record, so that was pretty defeating. But I just got done with that. Came down here, started messing with some vocal effects for some music, and then attempted to edit the new Scary Story, and just wasn't feeling it. I'm like, you know what? I'll jump on. I'll go live and hang out with you guys, and, you know, just kind of have some interaction that way. So. Hopefully we'll see if a new one pops up, but and I highly suggest that if any of you have any fantastic stories or any good scary stuff that's happened to you, if it's at least like 2-3 pages long, send it to me through my email and I'll make it into a scary story video. So do your thing and make sure that you enjoy life too. Yeah, no, seriously. And that's it's something that I've had to learn over time, is that it's okay to stop. It's okay to chill and clear your head. Exactly. So like, I'm going to probably jump off here in the next, like, I don't know, like 45 minutes or so, like go play some Last of Us, just kind of chill out. So my entire life is a scary story. That's funny. It's like, yeah, life is a dream until it doesn't work, and then there's a nightmare, and that's what happens. So, but so what is everybody getting into tonight? You guys doing any Scoopy? Oh my gosh, any spooky stuff? I've been doing that all day. Any spooky stuff? Guys have any good scary movies you've been watching? What are some horror stuff that you guys like? Mickey, what's up, man? Mom, that is Michael Secret. That is Mickey. I was gonna say, make sure you say hello to him. So give him some loves. You know, say, Mickey, what you up to tonight? It's kind of weird. It's almost like looking at the campfire. It's kind of like, oh. It's like staring at a real campfire. I worked hard on that one. So I am diving into black and white horror movies. Oh, shit. I would highly suggest you watch House on Haunted Hill. That movie scared the shit out of Mom and I when I think I was like, I want to say I was like 11 or 12 when we watched it. We were kind of like, oh, how scary can it be? And there is one moment in that movie that completely caught us off guard, and it's like a Vincent Price old style movie. It's, oh my god, it's so good. So you're just shooting some whiskey and finding something to watch, either scary gameplay or scary movie, but haven't decided yet. I would actually suggest that if you want a decent experience, I just watched Late Night with the Devil. I watched that last night, and it was a very fun new like scary movie. Kind of took like the demonic possession thing and then like did like a spin on it. It was a very different approach. I really enjoyed it a lot. So, but my favorite scary movie as of recently is Barbarian. So I got mine off of Shudder. So I did that to watch a cheesy B movie with some friends of mine through Skype. So, but yeah, I did it through Shudder. See, Deliverance is, I've heard like polar opposite things, that people either loved it or they hated it. So I know I need to like find out for myself and see what's actually there. So Yeah, possession movies. There's a lot of them, so it's kind of like, finding your finding your taste as far as like making sure that it's not just like paint by numbers, where it's like, oh, let me guess, this person's gonna do this, and then this is gonna happen, then everything's happy, but is it? So, but yeah. Let's see. I still remember watching House on Haunted Hill and Nosferatu, and it's been forever since I've watched them. I've actually not watched Nosferatu. I've heard that it's fantastic. I know it's like a part of like the old style stuff like Dr. Caligari and like all that stuff, but I need to actually like sit down and watch it because the new one with I think it's Bill Skarsgård is playing him. So they're doing a new version of that, which just it looks wicked. So Mickey, I won't lie. The Exorcist is it's dated now. Like it still uses practical effects and everything, but it's tough because like there are scary things about it, and I kind of reviewed it when I did my video with or did the video with Mike, and we talked about it. But you can tell it's dated, but like really try to look at it through the lens of the time of when it came out. So it's wild. The New Crow. Oh my god, no, that is not Eric Draven. I'm sorry, that's not Eric Draven. Psycho, yeah. Actually, Mom, I don't think I've ever sat down and watched the original Psycho. Like I've watched enough of it. So, Devlin for 5 says, I've always said Netflix should do a TV series on the movie 13 Ghosts and do 13-part series on each ghost background. I would fucking love that. I love that so much. That is 13 Ghosts is one of those movies that like when you don't know what horror movie to watch, you can always throw it on because it's just a cool horror movie. I remember watching that for the first time with Mom when Dad was living with Grandma and Grandpa. So that was that was a good time. The Lawyer split. At the very least, give us 2 episodes with the Jackal. Like I think that would be a lot of fun. Although I will say that like remakes, I think it really depends. Like there have been some remakes that I've really enjoyed. Like people shit on the new Nightmare on Elm Street, but I loved it. I loved what Jack Earl Haley did. I thought that it was a very interesting perspective. I just think that the script could have been better. And I know that Rooney Mara, who played Nancy, I guess that movie almost made her want to quit acting, which I don't know what all went on there, but yeah. So I enjoy it. So. Let's see, I'm sure it is. I still want to see it though. So was The Shining, but I still love that one, dude. That's just Stanley Kubrick just letting his mind go nuts. That movie is completely out of its mind. It's so amazing. Yeah, Devlin, that's genius. Yeah. My go-to is anything Stephen King, but The Stand is my favorite. Or Rose Red. Oh my God, I have not thought about Rose Red in a long time. See, the Fear Street, that's another one I've heard of that's really good. I've only recently kind of gotten into like watching things instead of like creating something or like playing stuff in my free time. Like I binged watched all of The Boys, which now I'm impatiently waiting for season 5. But which actually I need to watch Gen V now that I think about it. But anyway, so no, God, it's funny to like look at things now where it's like, oh, I've got time to like watch this, or I can do this or this, so it's kind of interesting. So yeah, I've heard of Fear Street. I heard it was good. I just haven't watched it. House on Haunted Hill on Netflix had such a unique twist when dealing with ghosts. Yeah, that was I will say that was if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's the one with Fank Jensen, I think her name is. So. Yeah, The Boys, dude. Mickey, I got sucked in. Like I was just like my mentality was like, you're gonna give me a rated R universe where the bad guys are the good guys and the good guys are the bad guys. I'm like, oh, give me it. I want all of it. So I love that show pulled absolutely no punches whatsoever. So yeah, R.L. Stine is MCAT, what's up? Yeah, no, R.L. Stine is like, I mean, that's really like what shaped my scary reading as a kid. Like I don't really read much anymore just because of time. I'm more of an audiobook guy. But yeah, just like my first one was The Haunted Mask. That was my very first introduction into the universe. So yeah. Oh, Devlin, I will. I can guarantee you, The Boys. You will either love it or you will hate it. It's just because it is a very raunchy show. Like Mom was like, "Oh, I'm gonna start watching it." I was like, "Mom, like understand what you're getting yourself into." So, and then Karasa, what's up? Thank you for being here. See, I gotta watch the original 13 Ghosts. So, Spencer, this is your first campfire. Well, hey, oh, thank you for being here. Yeah, I just randomly kind of jump on here whenever I can. So to kind of give context, Spencer, what I'm doing is I was kind of working on a scary story tonight and just wasn't feeling it. I think I might end up trashing it and trying to do another one. So, but we will see what happens. So, Night of the Living Dead, yeah. Favorite vampire movie? It's really it's a toss up between Salem's Lot and Life Force. Those are two like older movies, but let's see. Ron's here too. Oh my gosh, everybody's showing up. Thanks guys, I appreciate this. I actually just got off a phone call with Ron. We were talking music stuff and everything. So proud for you to be here, man. Happy to talk to you. So raise my volume level. Is that better? Let's see. I've not seen The Last Voyage. I've heard it's fantastic. So, let's see here. Let's see. Favorite Supernatural episode. Oh shit. Probably the Groundhog Day episode. So, it's always Tuesday, Sammy. Thank you. I'm just happy that people still watch it because this channel has gone through such a drastic change with everything and just how everything has happened. So, pudding! Bly Manor was actually one that Crystal said that it freaked her out so much that she didn't want to watch it again. She's like, one time was enough through it. So, but yeah. The silky smooth voice. In a world where Ron said I had a silky smooth voice. Yeah, this visual was a lot of fun to make. So where is it? Is it over here? It's this way. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Got to point towards the flag. There we go. Yeah, that was just a night of like I got very medicated and I was like, okay, I'm like, let's go ahead and see what I can make. So I wanted something that would just shout like, "Are you afraid of the dark?" But I also wanted it to be also kind of like fresh and new. So most recent story made me feel very uncomfortable. Yeah. That's the whole shadow hooded figure. That one is there's something about that when there's an entity that just has no features whatsoever, where like you don't even know what to be afraid of. So yeah, I will say that a Haunting of Hill House was a very refreshing horror experience that I desperately needed. So yeah. Let's see. It does go good with those vibes. Yeah, and I've not seen the new one either. I've heard that it's obviously like it loses the '90s camping like '90s like camp kind of thing to it. So but yeah, I hope that they treat it well because the original series was just so unique to itself. So feeling uncomfortable but not quite scared is such a tough balance to strike. It is, and it's that it's kind of like learning how to dim the light just enough, to where it's like, no, you're safe, but are you? It's like not like giving that push and pull a little bit. So yes, I want to know where I can actually watch all of our Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because I'll probably do it. So. Oh, really? You didn't think that was me talking? Oh, yeah, man. That was I. Basically, all I do is I mess with a pitch shifter and then change my voice drastically. So, like the whole like introducing the Ouija board cheat sheet, but you bring it down so it's like introducing the Ouija board cheat sheet. So it does that kind of a thing. So, it's also like even doing the tornado one when I had to act like one of the newscasters, like that's out in the field. So. That was like remembering to shout because, well, no, I'm around, loud water. So, It was like trying to take that and like put that into the whole situation. So, but yeah, it's pretty wild. Voices are just fun to do. So, Curtin Kyle Bush, thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate it. So far, like when you guys have been listening to the stories, like what has been your favorite so far? Just so I know, like, is there like how far have you guys gone back? Like, what are the stories you've enjoyed? Because I want to know kind of like where to steer into with like content or like, subject matter and stuff. Like, what have you guys enjoyed? No, I did not see the new Exorcist movie with Russell Crowe. I will say that the trailer looked wicked, where the little kid's like contorting himself and he's all or what does he say, he's like, bring me the priest, so it was like, oh shit, that's new. Let's see here. Ombre says, I'm into witchcraft, etc., but Ouija boards are a no-go. I had one bad experience, that was enough. Oh, the guy who tortured people in hell was crazy. That was, that may have been an edible weekend. But yeah, I wrote that one because I'm working on like a bigger story, but I kind of wanted to play with eternity the way that I want to create eternity. So let's see. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Oh, the dude in the middle of the night who opened the doors to watch you sleep for 5 minutes. Dude, Curtin, I almost forgot about that one. Holy shit, that's right. Have I ever thought about being a voice actor? Yeah, that's something I've always wanted to do. I actually, apparently one of Crystal's friends actually is a big voice actor that lives in, well, I don't know if like big voice actor, but she lives out in LA, and she was actually going to ask her for me to see like kind of like what it takes to get started, because I'm connected with my friend, my friend Christina Zaharik, but she's really busy because she's working, so I try not to like bombard her. So, but yeah, voice acting would be a lot of fun. If I was going to do anything, I would probably want to do like the motion capture stuff, like where you wear like the man canceling suit is what they call it. Makes you look big everywhere you wish you look small, and makes you look small everywhere you wish you look big. But has like the reflective balls on it with like the face, dots and stuff, and actually act out things that turn into CG. Like that would just be so freaking awesome. So, yeah, see, I've heard a lot of people didn't like the one with Russell Crowe, but I know their marketing was really wicked for it, where I was like, oh shit, that got my attention. So, because it's kind of like Prometheus, where it's like that movie was, the script was so terrible, but the visuals in the trailers were fucking incredible. They were so awesome. So, but yeah, let's see here. Oh, so Brian's out of here, so looking forward to the next story, Kyle. Possibly more lives too. Maybe we'll see. I jump on here whenever I want to, or like kind of just on a whim. Like I got done, but I got done with what I was working on and decided to jump on here. So, but yeah. Let's see, visually great, but story nope. Yeah. Let's see. Ron says, I saw it and I thought it was solid. Definitely setting it up for multiple films. Okay, so they're trying to franchise it. Gotcha. Unfortunately, they gotta make their money. So, have I ever heard of the book Bones on Black Spruce Mountain? No. Kind of makes me think of Bag of Bones. That was a book that Mom read for a while. That was just because like she would tell me a little bit about it every now and then, and I was like, oh my god, the story's getting nuts. So then they made a movie with Pierce Brosnan, which was really good. So most times than not, I mean, there are some big hiccups, but the Stephen King made movies are a lot of fun. So even if they deviate, it's kind of like, okay, this is like the quirky world of like, Stephen King. So I love the way too how he talks about his his ideas of things, where he's like, I had this idea about this bathroom where people kept disappearing, and like to the point that the FBI shows up, and then the army, and he's like, you know what? I couldn't figure out what the hell was happening in that bathroom, so I never finished the story. So, let's see here. Which would you rather face in real life? Demon in your house or Skinwalker trying to lure you outside? Oh, I've had like Skinwalker stuff that I feel like that's happened to me, so I'll take that. I don't want anything in my house like that. So. Let's see. Curtin Kyle Bush for 2 says, NF, 21 Pilots, I watch and rewatch. You guys are great. Dude, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah, we love doing the reactions and the fact that people are able to discover new music because of that. It's just really great. So, and then Ron's out of here. Got to get the kids to bed. Stay spooky. Take it easy, buddy. My buddy. I cannot talk today. A buddy, brother. I almost said buddy and brother together. So. I'm really not against any lengths besides ones that are like, I don't like doing small ones. I like doing something that you can chew on and that you can come back to, because in my opinion, I think that a scary story should be an experience. You should be able to hear sound effects, audio, like different audio, things like that. So, oh, Karasa, you're the one that did the Reader Road story. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that Reader Road was like, although I just said I don't like doing small ones, but that was a small one just to basically see if I could do it again, because it had been been such a long time since I'd done it. So, but yeah, because even like my favorite scary story that's on YouTube is almost like 2.5 hours, but it's about the national parks. It's done by Corpse Husband, because he was the main reason why I wanted to start doing scary stories. So. He just, kind of spurred me on, and I was like, oh, I can do voices. I could have fun. I could do this. So, but I have seen Mr. Nightmare. Yeah, dude, he is, I won't say he's my favorite, because I think he's the one that, he has a very interesting way of speaking. So, like, sometimes I'm in the mood for his voice, and sometimes I'm not. More so than not, right now, what I'm into is listening to the Dark Somnium. That's become my main one, especially his How to Survive in Hell. It takes the entire eternity thing. It just flips it on his head. Man, I am so sorry. I don't have a second person to bounce it off of, so you got to sit through my aunts. So. Let's see. I'll stay on here for a little bit longer. I just wanted to connect with you guys for a little bit and just kind of let you know what's going on. So that started a project, wasn't really feeling it, so I figured I'd come on here and just kind of reset. So, Mickey, that's an interesting question. I think that anybody is fair game, but it's also whether or not somebody would even notice. Maybe I need to take a nap. Maybe that's my problem. Although it's 7:34 p.m., so probably not a good idea. But I think that all in all, there's plenty of times that people have been contacted, or people have had experiences that were once skeptics that, it's like that are complete atheists, where it's like, no, like this certain thing happened and it scared the shit out of me. So let's see here. Yeah, what if it's not worth their time? Yeah. It's almost like the Screw Tape letters, where it's kind of like, they chose systematically who they were going to go after, so. Across my vacation was incredible. Crystal and I had such a great time. Any time that I get to spend with her is just heaven on earth. So I am elated and so blown away I found my person, and that just the entire trip went well. It's so great, so. Damn, why your beard game's so strong, homie. What's up, Rage? Yeah, it's honestly, I just let it grow and eat the banana with the peel and rub it with oil twice a day. So that's how you take care of that. So, see, I've never had sleep paralysis, and I know for the fact that if I keep talking about it and saying, "Oh, I've never had it," it'll eventually happen. But I've been very fortunate that it has not happened. So. Yes, actually, Mickey, she has expressed interest. She would love to, because I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I'm like, if I need like, this and this or whatever, but she also has these like beautifully just long nails that I was kind of like, I wondered what like those tapping against like stainless steel and like doing some crazy like sound effects and stuff like that. So, but yeah, she is fully supportive of everything that I do and loves what I do and loves me. It's just, I can't ask for anything better. So, but I would love to get her in on one eventually. So that'd be a lot of fun, be really wild. Spencer says that one thing that's happened to me that freaks me out is when I am sleeping, I feel like I get picked up and then out of nowhere just slam back down. Holy shit. Oh my God, that sounds terrible. Just no chalkboards. Fuck no. Nope, we're moving on. Oh. Ooh, nails tapping on China plate. That's creepy on its own. I'd love to see where that goes. Yeah. I don't even know what I would do for it. I probably just would create like a different volume and different things of that. So I've just like kind of like, different scary sound effects, because you never know, you can manipulate anything to sound like anything. So that's awesome to hear, man. Now it's a party next time, the party time next month. Yeah, we're trying to figure out if she's able to make it up for that weekend, 'cause she would love to meet you guys, and then also just like getting to hang out with everyone. So, but yeah. Oh yeah, Devlin. Actually, I don't even know if that's still even happening. I sent them an email back and was kind of like, "Hey, like let's talk. Like, well, let's see what you guys have." And I haven't seen anything, so I'm gonna check my email again probably before bed, and then in the morning to see if they've reached out again. So that's because it would just be really weird. Like I've never had any kind of sponsorship or anything on any of my channels, so I didn't really think this one was really worthy of it, because like there's not as much interaction as there is like on Riker Road. But if they're reaching out and want to sponsor us, I'll take it. So I'll find a way to incorporate it into the whole deal. So Fume, essentially what it is that it's flavored air. So like it's not like you're hitting a vape or doing anything like that. Like it's just, it has like a filter that you breathe air through, and then it has like the same kind of like feeling like a vape, from what I understand. So well, it's funny, man, because like the whole like how does she feel about me being famous? Like number one, we would have to be famous first. So there's that, because like even Nate, who has gotten NF has gotten like multi-platinum records, he's like, no, I'll let you know when I make it, that type of thing. But it doesn't really come up. Like it's not like the whole idea of like, oh my gosh, what if we get like stopped by someone or this or that? Like it really isn't like. Really, with talking with anyone, there's kind of that initial shock of like, oh my gosh, you have so many subscribers, and then it's like once they get to know us, they're just like, oh, it's just Eric and Kyle, So that part of things really didn't last that long. So, but yeah, yeah, no nicotine, no. Oh, let's see. I've just been sitting here watching Cleveland waste 250 million on the shitty quarterback. That's the thing. They've been playing fucking football for however long, and they still can't get better. Like if our videos just started sucking out of nowhere and it started like becoming unreliable, we would eventually, people would stop watching. But Cleveland Browns have they keep sucking and people keep showing up. Like that's our own damn fault. Like I was a Cleveland Browns fan until I realized I didn't have to anymore. I don't have to live that way. Oh, the Lions play the Rams. Oh yeah. So how about this actually before I officially sign off here, because I was just gonna do a little one tonight just to see how you guys felt about it, and I just wanted to get away from the content creating for a little bit. But what's a movie scene that scared you to death? What's a movie scene that completely just wrecked you? Because mine would probably have to be Drag Me to Hell. That has one of the scariest jump scares that's in a movie, besides like Deep Blue Sea. But Drag Me to Hell was the very first movie that ever did that to me. That where I was like, oh my god, like I don't feel safe anywhere in this movie. Like it was so intense. Ombre, I think that they were talking about football. Yeah, football. Yeah. Oh, Del, you're Australian. That's right. So yeah, it's yeah, football for us, and then oh god, what is it? Soccer, I think, for everyone else too. Yeah, that's I have to remember that because I'm not a sports guy, so it's kind of like, yeah, they play football. Oh well, what do you mean football? Cats are going crazy. Oh no, oh my god, it's my audio from my computer. I thought one of the cats was running around. Nope, it's the fire going up against the microphone. So, oh, Pet Cemetery, the sister in the attic. Oh god, that is never get out of bed again. Like, oh. The Lion King, where Scar throws Mufasa off the hill. Oh, we were permanently damaged after that. That was like the last episode of Supernatural, where there was a Facebook post that went out that said, if you have friends that watch this show, be there for them right now. We are not okay. Yeah, that was, oh my God. Like, there are some movies that, like, I remember from when I was a kid that, like, I've rewatched again, and I'm like, oh my God, I was allowed to watch this? This is crazy. So, what's my favorite American Horror Story season to watch for the spooky season? Ooh, I would have to say that it's a toss-up between Asylum and probably Hotel. Hotel is so wicked. It's so much fun. The lawnmower scene in Sinister, that movie. Now that is a fuck of a movie. That is a great movie. See, Coven is good too, but it's one of those that like I don't find myself relating to it a lot. So like it's kind of hard, but like as a story and a script and like every single person that is in American Horror Story is a fucking slam dunk. Every single one of them. Let's see. Honestly, not a jump scare, but from Are You Afraid of the Dark? And there was that model agent that was stealing girls' faces and basically turning them into mannequins. That was terrifying. I think I remember that one. It's been a while, so. Oh, when the guy gets lacerated by a hubcap. Oh my, yeah, when he grabs the tube, he's like ha 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 ha, and then it just like flies out of nowhere. Yeah, he's lucky he didn't lose his brain. Like, bro, you didn't see that coming. Yeah, actually, Coven is good. Freak Show. Oh my God, how did I forget about Freak Show? I don't know if Freak Show is really a spooky season one for me, because that one kind of feels like it's more summer, but it still is like it's a solid season. Like, I would say that for the most part, I really haven't had any duds of the ones that I've watched, but I've also not watched all of them. Like, the weakest one in my opinion would probably have to be oh shit, not Roanoke. There's another one, because I liked Roanoke a lot. So Darkness Falls, that was a movie that Mom and I went and saw, I think when I was like 9 or 10, and the main character's name is Kyle. So yeah, it was just that was wild. I will say 1984 I think had the one of the most satisfying villain arcs ever, where it was like, oh my God, this is what we're doing, this is great. So if anyone's not seen 84, I don't want to ruin it for them, because that one is definitely worth the juice is worth the squeeze. So yeah, that was Darkness Falls, because we had a tape when I was younger that I think it was something like Blade, Darkness Falls, and then it was like either Heavy Metal was like the next thing. So The Idle Hands was a great movie. Yeah. Oh my God. John Shoot, what's up, man? Good to see you. That's so cool. Well, thank you for venturing over here, man. I appreciate that. I know it's a different part of YouTube, so. Oh, or yeah, when they kill a Pennywise and he just starts shaking on the ground. Yeah. Shooty. John. How about John? That works. So, John, because we have 3 different Johns. So, and then Jeepers Creepers. Oh my God, that is a movie that I will throw on all year. It is such a great monster movie, because it's especially great the first time you watch it when you don't know what's going on. So, if you could direct either one, would you rather direct a horror movie or a TV show, both written by you? Depending on how many seasons I can get, because shows are great because you can develop a lot of character. But I would say that a movie is kind of like, no, like you need to get your main point across. What's the main reason for you making the movie? So, I'd want to go big scale with what I'd want to do. So I would have to say direct a horror movie. So yeah, Jeepers Creepers is a freaking masterpiece. It's one of those that the sequel did everything better than the first one, but the first one still stands on its own. Like, you could never watch any of the other Jeepers Creepers, and that one is just a great standalone, just terrifying movie. So I've not seen the new Twisters yet. I do want to. I'm probably gonna watch it at home. But I would have to say that uh, it's. I would hope that I would have a better experience than when I went and saw Long Legs, because I was so excited for Long Legs, and I was ready for an intense movie, and it kind of just underdelivered for me. Now I know some people have enjoyed the shit out of it, and that's fine. Just for me, just wasn't my deal. So The Grudge freaked me out too. That is, ugh, God, Japanese horror. Ooh, yep. They know how to scare the shit out of people. I can tell you that right now. It is so disturbing in every great possible way. It's intense. It was like The Grudge, and then The Ring, and oh god, what was it? Not 1 Hour Photo. Shutter. That was the other one, because it was like camera shutter. That's got a great twist ending to it if you've never seen it. Remember, if your neck and your shoulders are sore, there might be a supernatural reason why. So, all right, let's do this. We'll kind of do some rapid fire questions, then I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. So, whatever questions you want to ask, go ahead and go for it. The floor is yours. I got to see Beetlejuice 2, probably. Yeah. I'm gonna make time for Alien Romulus first. To go see that one. So, because I'm really excited to see what Fede Alvarez does with that. So, The Omen. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's intense. What do you think about childhood shows now being horror movies? I would have to see some examples to know what you mean. But I think that it's one of those that, like, just because something was developed for one audience doesn't mean that it can't work in another way. Because I've heard of even a show that it's from it's about a marriage, and the father's perspective is like a sitcom, but the mother's perspective is a cinematic dramatic intense psychological thriller. So I think that it's like stories can be told in two different perspectives. So I'm just glad that we got the whole Paranormal Activity phase. Oh my god, we got past it. Yeah, that's the first Paranormal Activity was all right. Like I kind of enjoyed it, but when they started franchising it, and then it was just like, oh, this movie is gonna leave you more messed up than any movie this year. It's like some guy got bent in half. Okay, I've seen more shit in a Saw movie. All right, like it's like that didn't like the effect was cool. Like it was all done in camera, but in the same hand, I was kind of like, all right, they've milked this cow as much as they possibly can. So. I'm actually excited to watch the new VHS, because I know that they've kind of fallen off. But I personally enjoy the VHS movies. They are so intense. Oh, like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I've yet to watch it, but I do know that there are some people that were like, oh yeah, this was just a great B horror movie, and then other people were like, this was a slasher movie that they just happened to throw some masks on that looked like the people from the 100 Acre Woods. So but yeah, because I'm pretty much in the mentality that I'll watch anything. Like I've watched extreme horror movies that are that have stuff in it that I will never repeat in public. Then there's other stuff that's like so bad it's good. So Peter Pan's Neverland, Nightmare, etc. Oh shit, really? Did they? Okay. Just saying, if you ever go to Disney World, do not ride That's a Small World ride. It affected me years later. Unfortunately, I wrote it, and I don't remember much of it, but I do remember I had my light up shoes, and everybody could find me. So, in a horror movie series such as Scream, how many is enough? 3 was enough, and actually, I would say 2 was enough. But I will admit that I really liked what they did with Scream 6. I thought that it was a way to turn the entire genre on its head, and from the moment that movie starts, you're like, oh my god, this is what we're doing with this. So it broke away from that normal mold of getting into the white noise of what you understand and know about the Scream universe. So I also have a suggestion for everybody in the Scream movie universe, is that you should leave town and never come back, because these murderers keep happening. So would you have or have ever watched a Serbian film? Would you even admit to it? Yeah, I've watched it. I unfortunately have. So, Yeah, a Serbian film is not a movie that I even recommend to people because it is so bad. Like with the content, it's ridiculous. So, but definitely an experience I think I was glad to have one time. So, yeah, we had to keep track of Kyle somehow. He was 4. Went and bought a sneakers with lights in them. They're gonna do Bambi and Pinocchio. Oh my god. Rabid Bambi and psychotic Pinocchio. Actually, that sounds terrifying now that I say that out loud. So, have I seen Wolf Creek? I've seen bits and pieces. I never got to finish it when I was a kid. So I heard it was kind of boring. So I like never really went for it. But I do know that it has like some crazy ass scenes in it. So. Wolf Creek Mom, that's the one where the guy that seems like he's really, really nice takes in the 3 teenagers, and then I think he paralyzes the one chick with a knife. And she, like, just can't do anything but lay there, so... Yeah, I do know it was based on a true story, which is fucked up, but, I mean, hey, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, so... I would have to say that The Office and The Big Bang Theory, they're two very different, where one's a sitcom and one's a, not a found footage movie, but almost like a documentary. But I would have to say that I enjoyed the characters on The Office more, whereas I can't stand Sheldon. So, because it's not even just like people are like, oh, it's like, but like he's, you know, autistic, he's this, is that, that's why he acts that way. It's like, oh no, I'm fully aware. I can't get past his vanity. Like he thinks he's God's greatest gift to the earth, you know. So it's just that type of thing. So whereas The Office is that at least the people on there are idiots and they don't know that they're being vain, you know. So I enjoy that a lot more. So we'll do a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. Yeah, I tried to like Sheldon, but I couldn't. I could not get behind him. Where I'm like, because then they were like, yeah, we made young Sheldon. I'm like, why? All of his development happened like in the new show or in the show. So, but let's see here. I wish I could really read these comments whenever they stretch out that far, but this thing is being a jackass. There we go. So I know this isn't a music live, but have you ever heard of the band Sixth Century? I have not. No. Our music time and stuff like that has been completely neutered. We can't listen to anything new. So it's one of those we like usually stay away from things as a principle. So it's only like in passing if we hear of something. So. Yeah, half the comedy in The Office for me is because none of them are self-aware enough to just see that they're see if their flaws. Yeah. The Penny though. Here's the thing: is that like I know everybody gushes over Penny, but like I never really did. I wasn't like, you know, oh my gosh, I get to watch it with the hot girl in it. It was more so like, no, like I want to see how this interaction is going to go because the implication of it is hysterical, you know. So, favorite horror movie of all time would have to be Insidious. That to me is just that's James Wan at his peak. It's either Insidious or Dead Silence, because I'm a James Wan fanboy. So, but. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. So if you guys enjoyed this, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. I'm going to do my best to make sure that I get a scary story out this week. I'm going to see if I can either find a new one or see if I can make the one that I was working on work better. But either way, I appreciate you guys just, you know, sticking it out with me, watching the stories, everything. If you keep showing up, I'll keep posting. So thank you guys so very much. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, adios.